So hopping through. Goody gave enough body. This pass was kicked, and that is good news for UCLA. That might have been a field goal for Indiana. And look, a timeout.
Hey, Meta, what is this artwork?
Comedian by Mauricio Catalan, worth $6.2 million.
What? What? That's a $6.2 million banana. Are you kidding? We need to find you another banana. Bananas, bananas.
Gentlemen,
What a place you have.
who eats art?
Think you're supposed to say, hey, Meta.
Like, hey, Meta, who eats art?
And then Meta would say, Chris Pratt.
Hey, Meta, call my lawyer.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Ubrelvy.
Welcome to Tackling Life with Jordan and Ronica, brought to you by Experian.
Who takes longer to get ready on game day?
You.
Okay.
You for sure.
Well, when you have to look like this.
You got a lot of stuff to do.
You just have to put a helmet on.
Yeah. I'm better at managing time, for sure.
It's like a part of your job. You have like clock management. With Experian, you can cancel subscriptions you forget about and could save you time and money. Who needs the app more?
Both need it.
Who doesn't need to save more time and money?
Everyone, download the Experian app now.
Ugh, we've all gotten good at stirring the pot. You know, maybe we find time for a little pot luck. Yes, bring those red beans with the andouille, bring pastas and kielbasas, and seriously, we all can't just get along for a few hours? That's a crock. You just gotta go gloves on, Johnsonville in, finger pointing off, and keep it juicy.
Jump to the jam, boogie, woogie, jam, slam, bust the dialect, I'm the man in command, come. Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the things that just will never come out. Pour down in the rinse change. Every now and then I rinse it out.
Fight odor in just one wash.
Come on, Charlie, use your new door. Let's go. I said go! Silly dog, I'm gonna trade you for a cat.
Red Bull gives you wings.
You know, sometimes you need to get away from it all. Maybe even call a timeout. Okay, back to the game.
Yellowstone to Yosemite with Kevin Costner, streaming now on Fox Nation.
A new postseason tournament, the College Basketball Crown. 16 teams from the top conferences. A champion will be crowned. Coming this March, live from Las Vegas, the College Basketball Crown.
UCLA by 7, trying to hang in for a double bye. Top 4 teams of the Big Ten get the double bye of the Big Ten tournament, and Indiana part of the next 4 out, as you said off the top, Rob. 6 teams in front. But if you win today in a comeback, if you somehow beat Purdue, you have a game at Oregon, you have home against Ohio State, there are a couple boxes to tick here for Indiana. But you got to play well.
And the Big Ten tournament. And they're kind of nearing the end of the gauntlet schedule where you do get, Penn State very injured. Washington has struggled. At Oregon is no joke. But they're a team that hasn't played the same over the last couple weeks. The good news is, though, they weren't even in consideration before the Michigan State win. They weren't in those 8 teams that are really being considered for the last spots. And now you find yourself with only 6 ahead of you. You are making progress. This would be a massive win for Indiana to further their case of making the NCAA tournament.
They're down 10 at the half. They're down 7 now. Johnson went all the way out near the midline. Renew trying to burrow in on the kick to the corner. That won't fall for Mbako, and Mara the rebound.
Renew could have corralled that rebound. Kobe Johnson behind the play is just insane. He gambles, but he's getting back in it. His activity level is so impressive.
Johnson. Mara on the backside, the weak side. He clears the rebound, then had it sprung away by Goody.
Goody has made so many winning plays in the second half. It's absurd.
he's the reason they're in this game right now.
Get that ball moving. UCLA, one of the elite defensive teams in this league.
For two.
You don't see breakdowns like that from UCLA all that often. The ball doesn't move from side to side. It's just a simple pick and roll. Weak side help nowhere to be found.
Andrews hunting a shot behind Mara. Rebound and Baco.
Andrews has struggled with his own offense these last three, and it's been another struggle here again tonight.
Galloway. No, sir.
I like that shot by Trey Galloway.
Johnson digging down low on a reverse.
The footwork didn't have to put it on the floor. Just found his way to the other side of the rim. You take a bad shot, it leads to a run out. UCLA capitalizes.
It's a great point. It all connects, and you had a 5-point game, and you started to turn into a pressure cooker. It's alleviated a bit now. And Baco tried to backcut Stefanovic. Renew into Mara. His length still affected that shot. And then he just vacuumed the rebound.
Doesn't have to jump, just has to stand there. And he still affects Malik Renew on that hook.
Mara now, the double comes. It's Andrews on the find from Mara.
We were just talking about how Dylan Andrews hasn't been able to impact this game. Well, he does right there. The double team goes to Mara, and Dylan Andrews knocks down a massive three.
Just 2 threes a game, 6 for his last 21. As you mentioned, the last 3, and Andrews a big stick for UCLA.
In 1984, Nike created the revolutionary Air Jordan 1. 1 month later, they were banned from the game. Nike could have paid a fine, but they didn't.
It was $5,000 every game.
And it changed everything. The Air Jordan was a massive failure. There were no more signature shoes, no catchphrases,
Money's gotta be
no sneakerheads, and no subtle nods. Basketball never went international.
This flight is canceled.
And no kid wanted to be anything like Mike. The rebels, the fearless, the fashionable. All wore something else? Wait, Khaled never said, "We the best." What do you mean Travis never became a Flame? Now Jackson has no swagger? HU lost their flair. There's no sports channel. Red isn't cool. Shorts are shorter. Bald is bad again. No one knows those letter numbers? And your parents never met? All because this guy didn't want to pay a fine?
What?
Someone should have told him. You can't ban greatness. Air Jordan.
Thousands died on 0 day.
Congress is authorizing a special 0-day commission.
You're just gonna grab people off the streets without warrants.
Actually, you are.
I run this investigation, not the White House, not the CIA.
If the public finds out how deep this really is, I don't think we survive.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Happy Valentine's Day, Rob.
Thank you, you too.
Really glad to share it with you and with all of the drivers at the Indy 500's debut on Fox coming up. You know, a long-standing tradition, the Indy 500 winner, you drink the milk, kiss the bricks. So, with love in the air, Fox Sports is giving fans a chance to kiss the bricks themselves, including Cletus. Don't miss America's #1 racing event coming to Fox on May the 25th. That's here today. We brought bricks along with. Love that.
Kenny G is killing this solo.
It's the bottom row of cereal at the grocery store version of Smooth Operator.
It was nice.
It was very nice. Very nice. You've been to the Indy 500, right?
I have, yes. I believe twice. 2 times.
It's a sweet experience.
And it's also a very versatile event. You know, you go to the tower, it's more like the Kentucky Derby. The infield is a different experience in itself. There's like a rave. There's a lot of other stuff going on. But it is fun.
You bring your glow stick?
You can.
And Baco knocks it down.
Baco is toughing this one out. And him and Luke Goody have been the offense here in the second half.
And Baco a couple of threes, Goody a couple of threes in the second half apiece.
Still going to use that ball screen to attack this 2-3 zone and then flash multiple guys into that high post.
Clark just drove into no man's land. Barry's got to make a decision. It's Mack. Bilodeau goes high to smack it onto the rim. He couldn't clear it, and it's out of bounds to Indiana. That was a whale of an effort by Bilodeau above everybody.
It's multiple efforts, too. I mean, stacking them on top of each other. It's not like Umar Ball is a small guy down there.
If I'm reading lips, and I know that's dangerous in college basketball, but Mick Cronin, I think the last words we just saw him say were high post.
Yeah, and it's the ball never got there. And then you settle for a Sebastian Mack. Three from the top of the key, semi-contested.
By the way, everybody has fouls to give in this game. 2 apiece.
Don't jinx it.
Boy, we haven't had a stoppage in a while.
We did have a review that told me
no idea. Umar Ball out of the free throw line. That was a shooting foul.
Jeez, tough crowd.
A couple of fans tracing his transfer history. There is no better feeling for a fan than being the only one talking, and you have a real golden line, you think.
Well, I love that the guy in the front row just yelled at him and got him to apologize. So it was an impressive display to just kind of change the tone up here.
Yeah.
It's like getting yelled at by your dad.
His middle name. Ballo.
You knew you'd really see it.
Yes. Robert John Hummel.
That's when, yeah, I had really missed it.
Lead is 5. Indiana's never gotten closer than this in the second half for any extended time. Clark knocks it down.
And there's really not much action to it. Just a couple swings around the perimeter, but it comes back to Sky Clark. He lines that thing up, and what a shot.
Follow a bone crusher, and Perry takes the hit. I don't know that that was illegal necessarily. He did widen his base.
The only thing I would say is that the ball handler has got to wait on him to give him a chance.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for one.
How am I getting home?
Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald.
Fine, but I'm bringing this.
All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
Okay, little Wendy's hack. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hack, right? No? A hack-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
Look at him, streaming DirecTV without a satellite dish.
Did you see how fast that guy found the game? He hardly struggled at all.
Every day is a struggle for us pigeons, and he's flipping through channels faster than a falcon.
You know, I dated a falcon once.
And Doug.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird!
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
And Doug.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Say the word and I'll lift you up.
Incredible, incredible,
incredible.
Move my next meeting to tomorrow at noon and text it to Jen.
Saturday on Fox Primetime Hoops. Two Big Ten heavyweights go head-to-head as Michigan State battles Illinois. Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on Fox Primetime Hoops.
Big Ten basketball is powered by Ram Trucks, built to serve. UCLA still holding on to an 8-point lead, trying to start another winning streak. And here's the moving screen. It looks like a good call.
I think it is, and I just think Trey Galloway has got to give him a pause, just to let him get set, and now you come off it downhill with your strong right hand. But when you don't wait, Ballo's thinking about, I got to get contact, I've got to set a good screen. Trey Galloway is as much at fault for that play as Oumar Ballo is.
Just a half beat, you're saying, basically.
Just a second. Let him get set, and now you go off it. You rub shoulders, and now you can make something happen.
The band had the opportunity to finish all of the chorus to Hot to Go.
Here it's a very musical place.
Have we met? I'm Jason Panetti. Nice to meet you.
You do love all genres of music.
Yeah. You know, it's a wide array. We can only play so many on the telecast because of the money.
Trent Perry has given some very positive minutes for UCLA in this game.
Just took that moving screen for an offensive foul. Bilodeau pivots and scores.
That's why you find the high post, especially with that guy who's so comfortable at shooting it from 15 feet. How many times over the course of the season have we seen him face up and let it fly? It looked like I think Perry was trying to foul there.
Here's one on Bilodeau.
Mick Cronin is asking him, what was he doing?
I'd watch a Mick Cronin flip book of all the reactions.
Him and Tom Izzo have some real similarities in that regard. Some of the reactions.
The stomping. Yeah. Both phenomenal coaches.
See if Indiana can put some game pressure back on. Get this crowd into it. Help them kind of will your way for the last 4 minutes.
They've been living in the 5 to 10 range all second half. And we got a whistle, we got a turnover as Clark took the hit, and Mick Cronin was just amped on that.
They called that a block.
Oh, they did.
They called it a block.
Oh, I thought they were saying offensive foul. The crowd reacted almost as though it was going to be an offensive foul, and frankly,
easily could have been a charge here. Sky Clark taking that to the chest, and wow.
I thought he was happy about it, but he was mad going the other direction. And so Indiana, with Rice falling to get back up. This is carnage right now. Johnson the steal. Clark will walk it out. For long, no. Andrews, no. Bilodeau went over the back. That's the right call.
Decision. Sky Clark could have forced a 3 there, chose not to. Mick Cronin having some words with Dylan Andrews, who just did make one. Bilodeau coming over the back.
It's 3 on Bilodeau.
Indiana's just kind of hanging around here.
Seven minutes. 10-point game. Indiana needs to go on a run to make it a tournament potential team. Goody's been quiet the last 5 minutes. Rice for 3. Oh, that's big.
He made some big plays down the stretch in East Lansing. You get the switch, shot clock's going down. You just got to make a one-on-one play. Miles Rice does just that for his first bucket of the night.
Just his 20th three all year. Bellato leaning into Renew. Turns the corner for two and a foul.
Renew is saying he got hooked, but Bilodeau really created space here. We'll see if he does it with the off arm. You got contact there. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a hook. Bilodeau getting away with one. Here, I thought it was the big step. It was not just the big step.
It was the reach.
It was also the left arm.
Depending on your positioning, that can be very difficult for an official to see as Bilodeau knocks down the free throw.
Tell that to the defender who's like, I just got embarrassed. That's not a fun place to be.
Again, a huge swing for UCLA here. Rice to the cup. Oh, man! He's a gymnast.
Dylan Andrews coming over, and Miles Rice showing the burst first, but then the athleticism to still finish that on the other side of the rim.
Bilodeau better position right now. Daly nearly traveled. Clark weaving his way into another near travel. Andrews for three. Long rebound. Daly, and a foul called against Johnson.
Miles Rice starting to impose his will on this game. First with the three off the bounce, and now what a finish there. Acrobatic, avoiding Dylan Andrews and just finishing on the other side of the rim.
You normally don't want to go Splitsville on Valentine's Day, but that worked perfectly for him.
You were a Splitsville guy. They're coming.
And back to the action. Is Galloway on a back tap to Renew.
Stefanovic back tapped that, and it was like an assist himself there. Just taps it right place, right time. Malik Renew.
Andrews into an early shot.
Andrews shot that, it didn't go in. That scored, that buzzer would have been going off, and he would have been walking to the bench.
Scorched earth. Andrews behind himself to get it to the corner. Stefanovic, no sir. Rebound, Goody. Can they close to within one possession? It hasn't happened. Since that 10-point halftime deficit, Indiana has lived at 6-10. 5 to go. Rice heaves it and misses. Rebound tipped by Mbako to Clark.
It just made one, so you really can't hate on the shot. But for Miles Rice, you're always thinking, can you get to the rim? Use that burst, use that speed. But he's grabbing his back. Like, he's not right.
It certainly wasn't a quality possession for Indiana. It is. Third on Clark. Indiana hovering.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I can help with that.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face. Game changer. While the Flex Disc contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best a man can get is Gillette Labs.
Let's do something easy for dinner. We've got pickleball.
Ooh, this is something easy. And you don't even need pickles. Dinner is served.
Mirror Joy.
the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body, putting you in a supernaturally good mood. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Forgot to moisturize? No, you didn't. Introducing our first ever body wash for 24-hour lotion soft skin straight from the shower with millions of micro moisture droplets. Try new Dove body wash.
Look at him, streaming DirecTV without a satellite dish.
Did you see how fast that guy found the game? He hardly struggled at all.
Every day is a struggle for us pigeons, and he's flipping through channels faster than a falcon.
You know, I dated a falcon once.
I'm thinking of buying a house.
A house? By yourself? Are you sure?
I don't know anyone that owns a house.
It's a big commitment. Hey, if you can make it work.
I got this.
Let's take a look at tonight's game summary, sponsored by Progressive. Get slam dunk savings today. UCLA, all 10 who've played have scored. Indiana, you said it, Rob. They got a score from 3 in the second half. They have, and here's some former Illini on former Illini offensive foul action.
Yeah, Sky Clark kind of diving that shoulder in. I don't think they're talking about the Chief here.
You don't?
I think Luke Goody's saying, yep, gotcha.
Hey, that Darren Williams is great, man. It is amazing, though, the things you have to look out for as you watch a college basketball game. 15 years ago, you never would have had like 2 former teammates in a league game in the same league.
No doubt. It would have been unheard of. You know, other than, I guess, Luke Recker.
Yeah,
ending up in Iowa, but he did it via Arizona. So, like, that whole thing with him and Bobby Knight was interesting to watch unfold. But outside of Recker, there's not a whole lot of guys that you could say, yeah, that they were teammates in conference.
A lot more history around in other places. Renew for 2.
Bilodeau is kind of cheating that. He's trying to get on top. That's a great play drawn up there by Mike Woodson. Out of the timeout, use that physicality. Renew spinning it to the rim.
This is a house money close to the season for Indiana. And they're playing like it at points. They got a foul on Rice here, it looks like.
That's a break. UCLA's offense here has kind of gone in the tank. They're just not running great actions, and here you see it. Bilodeau jumps on top. There's the quick spin by Renew. Great awareness there by the big fella in the pass. Throwing it upstairs and letting him go get it.
Leo back in. Rice is hobbling off.
He's not right. It did give them a real boost when points were hard to come by. What a pass. Wow. Well, you've got to see, though, the inbounds passer has got to be in your vision, especially if you're guarding a guy like Kobe Johnson, who's at that charge arc. You've got to see the basketball as well. Otherwise, you are in danger of that lob. That's not a set play. That's just a simple, we lock guys, and you're throwing it to the rim.
And they're going to get a travel on Renew. Where's the inbound?
It's a total loss of vision from Mackenzie Mbako. You throw it up, Kobe Johnson right there. Great awareness by both those Bruins to understand you can steal a basket on the under out of bounds.
There's a reason they're verging on to 20 wins, 18 right now. Tough lob.
It's a casual pass there from Kobe Johnson.
Mbako got organized, fired, Renew weak side.
Well, in transition, you just don't have great rebounding balance. So even though you don't get the shot to go, Renew tracking that ball and tracks it down.
He is playing much better basketball since late January when he came back from the knee issue. Timeout Bruins, 4-point game. They've met so much in the NCAA tournament, 5 of the 12 meetings. Last time they ran into each other, 54-49, just pugilism.
I love the names, though. I mean, DJ White played in that game. Darren Collison played in that game. Luther Chardin Mute played in that game. Pretty cool to look back. Kind of a time capsule.
2007 in Sacramento. You see UCLA and Indiana, two programs that are the same but different. As you see, the old Spider-Man gift serving us well. UCLA and Indiana playing well at home. You, me, you, no, you, me, no, you. And each team with 3 road wins. The conference records, though, a little bit different. The music really sells the deal. UCLA's been great on the road under Mick Cronin. That's been one of their calling cards.
Well, I was just thinking about this. The whole haven't won east of Phoenix could be in jeopardy here. 2:33 to play. 4-point game with the basketball.
Is that like one of those trick questions, like where's the easternmost city in the United States?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. 20 to shoot for Sebastian Mack and UCLA. The lead is 4. The smallest it's been in the half as he rides down the lane for 2 and a foul.
That's what Sebastian Mack, when he's at his best, he is getting downhill and he is in attack mode. You run this flare and it's just one-on-one. But the thing that I like about that for UCLA is that you are occupying the guys at the top of the key. So when that's happening, now Mack has really one-on-one to go. Mackenzie Mbako not up to the challenge. And what a play drawn up by Mick Cronin coming out of that timeout.
They've been great out of timeouts tonight. UCLA has been. As Rice is going to come back in. Ballo as well. Leal will be out, renewed too, so the bigs won't play together.
We haven't seen the 2 big lineup all that much tonight.
No real need for it, the way UCLA is matched.
Well, and with Goody playing at the level that he is. And I just think, especially with the post trapping and the hard hedging, you need skill on the floor. Like Kobe Johnson and Mackenzie Mbako are like having a hand fight down there.
Nervous hush in the building right now.
This is a huge possession.
And it starts now with Trey Galloway. Who's hunched over on it. Mara left the rim. Indiana tried to take advantage. They turned it over.
You got Mara out on the pick and roll, and honestly, Kobe Johnson was a little bit late to help. If you don't tag Ballo early up the lane, it's going to be a tough guard. This pass is just, it honestly wasn't a bad pass. I thought Ballo could have caught that. And if he does, he's probably scoring it on the smaller Johnson.
How's his visual on that pass, though? Does he get eyes on it?
You're thinking it's kind of like a hockey-type deal? Goalie? I think it was okay. We had a really good angle at it. From where we're sitting at half court towards the rim, I don't think that would have been the problem. I just think he took his eyes off it.
Here comes a double. Leal tried to spring it, and Mack just went right through it into another double.
You get somebody sped up, but now Indiana in transition.
Is it there? The answer from now is no on the secondary race. Denied by Perry.
And Miles Rice just dove himself into Perry and Bilodeau. I think it's a good no call.
Mack had a thought there.
But smart to bring this thing out and run some clock.
Indiana's flying all over. The next foul is a 1-and-1 for the Hoosiers to UCLA. Andrews starts to race, gets pinned down there. It ends up with Bilodeau, and it rolled out. Perry hit the ground. Goody lost Mack and missed the 3. That would have been huge for Indiana.
He got a good look at it, too.
That's a foul.
They're going to look at this, though.
But I will say, the foul on Leal, and Doug Sermon just did that right. He said, we're going to go look at it. The one thing I'd say if I'm a UCLA fan is the whistle came so late.
I'm going to want to see this again here. So there's the foul, but then it does, from that angle, it does look like Leal gets clocked. Oh, yeah.
That said, though, if you're a UCLA fan,
you're saying the foul has already been called in terms of when the foul occurred.
You're throwing your body in reaction to yourself getting fouled, so you'd like some grace on that.
Yep.
But if you're Leal,
and I think by the rule book, anytime you have contact above the neck area to the head, you are in danger of committing a flagrant 1 foul.
Absolutely true. Absolutely. So we'll see how they come away with this. The question is, how excessive is it?
Anthony Leal's jaw says that was excessive.
It is. It's a throbbing 7 out of 10, probably.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it is an interesting case study, right? Because you get a foul, and then the reaction to that foul, you throw your body.
The call on the floor was a common foul against number 3 red. That plays under review.
We do get our officials' microphones directly from the New York subway system.
Oh, man. He does get him there.
He does. He does. And it is a dangerous hit to the face. Yep. So we'll see how they come away with this. It would be an enormous call here because it would end up with Indiana going to the free throw line.
The call on the floor was a common foul against number 3 for Indiana. That stands. The ball becomes dead once the common foul occurs, and then we've got a dead ball contact technical against number 12 for UCLA. UCLA will shoot the 1-and-1 with nobody on the lane line. Indiana will come back and shoot the 2 for the technical foul, and we'll get possession of the ball since it involved contact.
Okay, so talking to Kip Kissinger, I asked him a couple follow-ups. Sorry,
yeah,
not great for the audience. Because the foul creates a dead ball.
Yes.
Even though it's a reaction to the foul, that's not material. It's a dead ball technical. You get the couple of free throws instead of in play there. So a lot to unpack. It feels like the right call, even
the contact is excessive to Leal's head.
Agreed.
And this is honestly, you can thank Chris Kramer for this. The Manny Harris elbow, I swear to God, it changed everything in 2008 for this type of play. But that's just the deal. If you smoke somebody in the face, you're probably going to get either an F1 or a dead ball contact technical foul.
Even if you're responding to a foul that was committed against you.
Yep.
So Indiana is going to have to pay off these free throws to try to make it 70-65 before the out of bounds.
A one-on-one with nobody on the line is kind of bizarre for the shooter.
Yeah, Mack is shooting the 1-on-1 first here.
This is a lonely place for a guy to be anyway, but then you throw in the pressure that the 1-on-1 brings as well. The 75% foul shooter certainly taking his time.
First one, no good.
It's like he iced himself there. This could be a 5-point possession for Indiana. Those missed free throws hurt.
And that has been a problem in UCLA's losses this year. They have struggled from the free throw line. Goody hits the first. He's missed all of 3 times this year for line, and he's not going to here. So 70-65, 1:18 to go. Indiana has not been closer than 4 in the second half.
Every time they've made a run, UCLA has had an answer for it.
Pretty much immediate. Galloway the skip. Rice, step inside.
Why would you take that shot? The mid-range, just get it to the rim, look for yourself, or look to spray to a teammate. Look Goody kind of asking him, why are you shooting that shot? You've got him in rotation, and you settle for the lowest percentage shot possible.
Look, Michigan State has been very successful. Indiana has not had the same success, but both teams get a lot of points off 2-point field goals. Now, they're 21st in the country in 2-point field goals. Indiana, under Mike Woodson, has not been a new age shot selection team.
I just think for Miles Rice, and we talked about this in the first half, he was having an issue early at picking when to be aggressive and when not to be. I just think that if you have the burst that he has, get to the rim, and if nobody comes over, you score it. And if somebody does, you spray it for an open shot.
Mike Woodson was at like a 10 there with Galloway for a moment. As you were finishing your thought. Let's take a look at tonight's steady performance, sponsored by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Brilliantly boring. Tyler Bilodeau tonight. It's a compliment, Tyler.
What's he got?
12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
Ho-hum.
Brilliant.
Not what he did at Illinois, but solid performance for Bilodeau.
It's their slogan.
Yes.
Brilliantly boring.
I like that.
They're steady. They do what you expect.
They've gotten contributions from a lot of guys. Stefanovic in the first half. We've even seen Trent Perry come in and impact this game in a big way.
First one, no good.
UCLA is trying to give Indiana life.
Let's see if they're successful at that. Galloway got it to the corner. Renew in traffic. Total foul. Clanging off of Bruins.
UCLA switching 5 ways, and Malik Renew just dominating his matchup with physicality here. You got Dylan Andrews, great recognition. Mackenzie Mbako throwing it over the top, and that's exactly what UCLA could not have happen.
And now, Indiana in a one-possession game for the first time all half. For the first time since 1613. It's 2. 2-point game.
To think that this could be Tyler Bilodeau's time. Brilliantly boring, but this would be a heck of a time to step up.
It would be. Timeout, Mick Cronin.